Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. We have a special show lined up. But first, let's take a look at our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard, and hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. High today, 77, low 64. Water temperature up to 75 degrees this morning. It's gone up 2 degrees in the last couple of days. Take a look at our river readings brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. No surprise on the Apalachicola Bluntstown. It's pretty steady at a 8.1, still high, but 8.1. But take a look at the Choctawhatchee at Kerrville. It's 5.1 going up, and it's going up pretty fast with stormy weather that we're having today. A lot of rain coming in different places, so it's going to be rising. So be careful out there in the woods. There's going to be some storms coming through. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Another good day of good tides. Low tide this morning right at 3 o'clock, and a high tide this afternoon at 3:45. Be aware that wind now will be coming in strong. They're calling from the southwest from 10 to 20, so averaging about 15 today. So be well aware of that if you're getting outdoors doing things. The storms can really come in fast. Let's go into our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. We'd like to do this on a Friday, 6:34 to 8:34 this morning, and 6:57 to 8:57 tonight. I want to mention on yesterday's video, we had a great time up there. They weigh in for the big catfish tournament, thanks to Alan Shepard, Callan, and all that group put it on. But they gave away 4 lifetime fishing licenses to some young people. Now, is that not a great idea to give away at all these tournaments? Even if it's not a kids thing, you have the kids put their name in a pot or something. So keep that in mind when you're putting on these tournaments to give away some of these lifetime fishing licenses. Man, what a great idea. Okay, we're going to take a break and come back with a very special segment right here. Welcome back, and welcome to show number 4,500 of Panhandle Outdoors. We're excited. As you see, we're having a party, and we have so much to be thankful for. But I didn't know we were getting this close, and on the back of this one, I did 4,000. On May 28th, 2021, we did show number 4,000. So we want to wait till we got to 5,000, but who knows? You never know what's going to happen. So we decided to go and celebrate 4,500, and we're so thankful. And I want to just give some thanks. I thank God for giving us the opportunity and just the ability to do this kind of stuff, and it means a lot to us personally to do it. Thank, of course, Gail. She does all kinds of stuff. She even made some homemade cupcakes for the staff here, so we're going to celebrate that. And there's so much she does, and we could not do this show without her. As the same thing for Jeff. He's just a jack of all trades, and the things he can do, the the God-given talent he has to do his job. And I just very thankful of those two. We would not do the show without them. So, and of course, the advertisers. We wouldn't be on the air without our advertisers. So we appreciate the air conditioner. The air conditioner came on and blew it off, but we're still going to celebrate it. I love TV. So we want to thank our advertisers. And also all the folks that trade with advertisers. And of course, I wrote down 2 the folks here at Fox 28, Shauna and Donna. They're always, hey Shauna, she's back there. I want to thank you for helping us on the show number 4,500.
Awesome.
Okay,
awesome.
You'll come on next time.
Yeah, okay.
Sure, that will come on. But Donna also, just a wonderful situation we have here. I'm very thankful for that. And of course, the viewers. We would have a show without the viewers. And the loyal viewers, your loyalty has been just so wonderful it meant so much to me personally, and the correspondence we get and running into folks and talking to them about, we all have that one thing in common, the love of the outdoors. And it just means a lot. It's especially good. Y'all send pictures. Every day we have pictures and text and just all kind of correspondence. So I just want to thank y'all for that. And we're going to celebrate the show. We actually, we're going to do all kinds of stuff. I'll tell you what, I was thinking this morning on the changes we've had since in 2006 when we started. And so many changes. I think the biggest change we've had is like in the technology, the things we've been able to do. But one of the funniest things changes me. Back in the day, Captain Roy and I would make coffee back in the control, off the control room. We had a lounge back there. Would make a cup of coffee before the show and pour it in a styrofoam cup. So this morning, in honor of those old days, I have my own coffee that I made here at the studio for the last I don't know how many years. I make it at home and bring it in my Panhandle Outdoors cup and drink it usually on the way to the station. But we're going old school, and we'll have all little things. Technology, I wrote down technology, all the things, the pictures. You remember back in the old days, I'd have a picture, and if that was a picture, I'd put it down, put it right here, and then Jeff would get the camera on it, and it would show the picture. That's how we did it now. Now we have, with the phones and the iPads, I just put it on my iPad, put it on Apple TV, and Jeff just hits it off the screen, and it's instant. And that's been one of the biggest changes for this show, as far as just keeping up with everything and just being able to provide a lot of cool stuff to y'all. And what's so good too, you have been able to take your phone and take a lot of pictures. Great cameras are great now. These phones in the early days they're a little fuzzy, but now you've been able to, take all kind of pictures and send them to me a lot of times just instantly, and I get them at all kind of times and all. So that's been good. Social media, the good and bad. The good part of social media, we've been able to keep up with the, Panhandle surf fishing or Lake Seminole. I mean, all kinds of social spots. Most of those are really good, and it keeps me. I used to just get phone calls from people telling me what's going on, or run into them. And now, St. Joe fishing, Carabel fishing, so I go to all those. That's a good part. And I get some pictures every now and then off those, like the Navarre Pier when the cobia is caught. So that's been a big positive change. The negative part of social media, there's some folks just think they're experts and have been fishing 2 times, and then people they're telling them. People. The worst part of it though, people asking for help. I can understand asking a little bit, but they got to the point now. You want to ask them basic questions, but now people are asking, well, where do I go? What time to go? Exactly what spot do I fish in? That takes away a lot of the good things that we do in outdoors by just going out yourself and just moving around and finding out for yourself. I really feel strong about that, and I try to give basic information on where to go, some basic lineups, just basic where to go, but you need to get out there, move around, and figure things out too. So I just wanted to share those things with you. Also, let's see, I wrote down what we do here. We reflect what actually goes on in the Florida Panhandle. Real people doing real things. That's sort of been our theme all along. So we're going to celebrate. In order to celebrate, we've got a little special segment coming up. So we're going to take this break, and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back real quick. Well, we're trying to do as much as we can to get our celebration going. It worked perfect last night. There you go. Y'all sing to us now, okay? Okay, now we're gonna give away. We got a lot of stuff to give away just celebrating it, okay? Here we go. Tackle boxes. We have 3 tackle boxes. I want to thank We've all Wiggler Bait and Tackle just gave us a ton of stuff to give away, and each tackle box is going to hold this, okay? All right, we're going to have, oh folks, there's so much. Can y'all see all this right here? It's a 1 tray tackle box, which I love. Look here, I don't have time to go over every tackle box. I know, thank you, I have to call later. Everybody wants to congratulate me on the show. We'll have shrimp, y'all, let's see, shrimp, DOA shrimp, have some little spinner baits. It's a tackle box full. Can y'all see all the stuff in here? Hooks, swivels, all kind of little spinner. It's ideal for spring fishing, okay? How about a frog? How about, there's a little frog right here. Off of We've All Wiggler Bait. I can see the frog right there. And then the Bass Pro Shop, big spinner bait right there. I mean, a diving lip right there. And just full. Got to mention this. I always want to mention Z-Man. Got some Z-Man in here. All right, so that's going to be the tackle box. And I love this little 1 tray tackle box, okay? Got a tackle box here. Also going to give you a decal, 2 decals, the clear decal, which you can't see, and a color decal. Give you Jeff Peck's A Walk Through Nature, great DVD, very relaxing. Sometimes you had a hard day at work, come listen to this. All right, now, And then also, how about a Panhandle Outdoors shirt, a T-shirt? Is this not a cool celebration of our? Okay, is that all we're giving away? Now listen, I've got this one right here. We have 3. Here's another one, okay? And then we have one at the end of the table there. It'll be 3 prizes we're giving away. We're going to draw the names. But before we do that, we're going to have this little video. I tried to go back and try to find something early in the early days, and I found something in 2006. It's old. It's back. We're down at the station downtown on Harrison, and I want to find something with a special guest, and I did. I found Captain Richard Holly. A video we did of him. Captain Richard Holly was a good friend of mine for a long time. He's passed away now, but he's made such an influence in the fishing community of St. Andrew. He knew so much about it, and we'd have breakfast almost every morning for a long time there, and a wonderful family. And he wrote a book on St. Andrew, by being there. So I love doing interviews, even way back then, having special people come on. So what we're going to do, we're going to show this, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and do our giveaway. So Jeff, let's go ahead and run this one. Richard, I was looking back over your book last night, and I ran across this picture I just thought was flat out fascinating. We're going to try to show it if we can. This is twin water spouts. So it's hard to see a water spout on the water. Tell us about this. Jordan, let's see if we can find this.
That particular day, we had a group out of Nashville, and it was a church group. Chartered the boat. The
church group.
Yeah, there was couples. I think we had right at 12, 6 couples. And it was a pretty nice day. The seas were calm. And while we were fishing, a couple of squalls moved in the area. And my deckhand, Todd DeWitt, he happened to walk in the cabin. He said, "Man, it's getting dark." And I was just to the right of the console talking to him, had my head turned. And he just turned his head real fast to the left, and he said, "There's 2 water spouts." And I looked ahead of the boat, because I'd been watching them fish back there, and sure, there was 2. I mean, bearing down on us pretty good. In all those years running a party boat and a charter boat, I'd seen several water spouts. This was my second close encounter with one. Those 2, before I could bat an eye, was right there on it.
They came right after you?
Right at direct hit. I don't know. It happened so fast. But from a dark overcast, all at once it became a blinding white around the boat. And what that was all that spray and foam.
Okay.
And my mate hollered, "Everybody lay down." And it just happened so fast, Winston, just the wink of an eye. And the next thing I knew, I could see these 2 water spouts going away from us. And I looked down at my compass, and the boat had completely spun around. We didn't even realize that and all the foam. And I hollered at Todd. I said, "Take a head count." and everybody was getting up. They had followed his instructions and laid down. And I said, "Let's everybody get in the cabin." It's air conditioned in there, and kind of get our composure. And I had the coffee pot on, and I poured a couple of cups of coffee, and the minister, he says, "Honey, that was a dadgum tornado, wasn't it?" He never, and of course, who's going to have a close encounter like that? It happens so rarely. But as we were talking, my mate, Todd DeWitt, he says, "Look at the windshield." And we looked up and didn't notice it at first, but where they fish, you have your little bait trays, and we had cigar minnows and squid. And Winston, every window on that boat was just dotted with bait. Where it had picked that bait out of it and was sticking to it.
Wow, that had to have been a scary moment at that. Or did you have time to get scared?
Well, you didn't have time to get scared at the time, but after it happened, you get to thinking what could have happened. That one, we didn't have any problems, but the first time I got hit was at the whistle buoy trolling for king mackerel. And we had a gin pole come down and actually hit one of my passengers on the head. And we had to come in and take him to Gulf Coast and have some stitches in. Then we went back out fishing when we got stitches in. But
you had the priorities right.
Yeah.
that's the thing about this book. It's full of stories like that and things that actually happen out there. Most times you go out there and have routine days, but I guess a lot of times, sometimes different would happen. And
Every boat captain that operates out of Panama City here could tell you an unbelievable story that has happened to them in the course of a season. And sure, most days are just normal routine, but there are stories to write about.
This is the name of the book, folks, The Great St. Andrews, and by Richard Hawley, and I would highly recommend it. It's fun reading, and I think you'd really enjoy it. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that segment. It was different times. I don't know when I started wearing a cap, but it was in the early days. Captain Roy and I got it started, and we just kept it going. And he moved on to some other things, and I was just very thankful to have some good support people with us. And Captain Hawley, that book, you know, talking about tornadoes and all different things that happen, really just big wind shifts and all. But it was he first-hand experience there. So doing that, and I don't know where to tell you to get the book. I'll find out. You probably find it online. All right, so let's draw for our sweepstakes, our 4,500 show sweepstakes. There are 3 prizes, okay? Now, and in fact, I want to thank Gail again. All this tackle they gave us, we had put it on the table, and she equally divided it up among the tackle boxes. And we have more left. So we're going to be giving away more tackle on more boxes on Mother's Day and Father's Day, and maybe in between. So all kind of giveaway. Make sure you've registered. All right, winner of the first tackle box is going to be from Alpha, Terry James. I'm going to put your name on that one right here. Terry James from Alpha. The winner of the second tackle box. Same stuff now. Tackle box number 2 from Cape San Blas, Deb Crumknocker. All right, Deb. All right. Deb and Marty moved down here from Tennessee, in the Knoxville area, and they living on the Cape now. Been here a good while. And the third tackle box goes to Carolyn Harris. Okay. So those are the winners there. And if some of y'all may already have a tackle box already fitted out, and if that's the case, you can do one of the biggest joys, give it away and share it with other people, okay? Now, okay, I got a couple of minutes left. Also, Gail made some cupcakes for, like I say, the whole staff here, so we're gonna be, after the show, we'll be eating some cupcakes and all, so. Just biggest thing is we, winding down the week and all, and this many shows. And again, I'm very thankful that we're in this position to do this, and I've just always been glad to do the show. People ask, how in the world you do it? I don't know. I just have great help and a lot of great viewers. So anyway, let's get on to talking about. If you want to go fishing this week, I got to get everything set up now. This is what I'm talking about, the technology. See, in the past, I'd be trying to dig out a picture and put up here. And we went through a lot of printers in the early days. If you can imagine getting pictures and then printing them off on our printers, and it was interesting. I got a couple of pictures. I do want to show a couple of pictures with you. Here's let me see. Talking about taking different people fishing. I want to just show real quick. This was down in, over there in Ocala, and I won't show you. But anyway, it took some seniors out fishing, and they released it and all. So I just want to show you that, not just taking kids and all, but taking seniors out and all that. The fishing report this weekend, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait and do the whole thing on Monday's show. I don't have time really to get into details. And plus, this weekend is going to be stormy. A lot of y'all won't be fishing. I do want to mention right here, Highland Park Elementary today. Okay, here we go. This is going on. This is the last week of Razorback Fishing Tournament. The last day to bring fish is May 1st, which is Monday. Look at all the smiles. So I got a couple of pictures. They bring the fish in. They have the table set up. Is that not a cool table? Look at these big smiles. Coach Steve Breland and the staff there, all of them do such a good. Look at that. That's some fine fish right there. Brim and catfish. All right, got some here. And some of them, if you don't, look at there. These kids are catching some fish. Another one, big old smile. I don't have their names, I'm sorry, work on that. And now, if you don't have to bring it in school, just catch them and weigh them. As long as you weigh them and show the weight to Coach Breland, it would count right there. So that's at a pond. And see, that's another one. Look at that big old smile there. Look at that rod and reel, the color on it, bright color. So good job, Captain, or actually I call him Captain Breland because he does so much fishing stuff. But Steve Breland started finishing up that program finishing up this year. Every year it does it. So May 1st they'll bring him in. We're going to announce the winners. Maybe even get some winners to come on the show. All right, here's a real cool picture. One of our viewers, Ryan Cockrell. Ryan's one of my former students. He and his buddy Shane Raphael. Shane works for FWC, and Shane is he runs the K9, helped run the K9 program. He trains the dogs and helps the dogs. So they're high school buddies. So Ryan Cockrell. So here we go. He sent this to me. Folks, look at this catch. Shane Raphael and I almost had a limit on the inshore slam. They were 2 flounders short. They fished all night and wind and everything. But look at this. This is flounder, trout, and redfish. So they limited out on all of that. They were 2 flounders short. I mean, they caught the slam, but they were limited out on the slam. And that is very hard to do. I want to congratulate Ryan and Shane. Glad y'all got together and go fishing again. I know y'all are busy raising families and doing all kind of stuff, but and working too. So that's good. And I think that's a great way to end the show. A picture like that with a kid fishing and then 2 boys going out there fishing all night. So this is what happens in the Florida Panhandle. So that's why we're glad to do this kind of stuff on the show. Again, thank you all for being so loyal to us and being so supportive of our show. We really do appreciate it. Now we're going to wrap it up. We've got Monday show, got some more videos. We're going to talk about Kobe on Monday. Okay, y'all have a great weekend. Do something good for someone else today. Enjoy a great outdoors and take care of it. And God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.